sweet tooth.
Yes. We get asked about what you can do for your sweet tooth all the time, and I realize that so many people have a sweet tooth, they have a craving maybe late in the afternoon, or they get a sweet craving at nighttime. So we want to give you guys some tips that you can use to curb that craving and to really satisfy your sweet tooth without ingesting a bunch of sugar.
Yeah, me personally, this has always been a challenge because I love sweets. My favorite thing is chocolate. So it's always been a little bit difficult for me to curb my sweet tooth, but you know, there are ways to do that.
Yes, and with myself, when I go for long periods of time eating really, really clean and not having any sugar, I don't crave sugar at all, but the moment I ingest a little bit of sugar, my cravings kick in. I like trigger my body to start wanting more and more sugar, and that's actually very typical in a lot of people because sugar actually releases those endorphins in your body that give you that natural high and that make you crave more. And so when you haven't eaten sugar in a long time and then you eat some sugar or something sweet, you're going to really trigger that in your body and you're going to end up wanting more and more. So day after day, those cravings will come back. So we're going to help you out with curbing that sweet tooth so you don't experience that quite as often.
Yeah.
Or you know what to do when you experience it.
Yeah. That explains why I can't just eat one piece of a candy bar. I have to eat the whole thing.
And I'm sure that is true for most people.
Yeah.
So we want to help you guys out with that. So try to avoid the artificial sweeteners when you can. Those artificial sweeteners and those added sugars, they really trigger those sweet cravings in our body. Our brain interprets it as something sweet still, and so our cravings are still there when you eat those artificial sweeteners. Even if you think that you're saving yourself from ingesting a bunch of sugar, the artificial sweeteners will help to trigger those cravings, and so you want to try to avoid those when you can.
Yeah, so one of our first tips is maybe at nighttime, instead of going for that dessert after dinner, which is so typical, you know, you think, I just had dinner, I gotta have dessert now. You know, instead of doing that, maybe have some tea.
Yeah. I love that example. Tea is one of my favorite things to tell people that they should do. It might just be because I really enjoy tea. If it's at nighttime, like Carmen said, just make sure that it's a decaffeinated tea. But tea really helps to make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. It really helps.
Makes me feel full.
Yeah, and it makes me feel full too.
Yeah.
And so, and there's so many different flavors of tea out there that are like spiced with herbs and all sorts of different flavors and things like that. Tea really helps to cure my sweet tooth personally, and so whenever I feel a craving coming on, I just drink a glass of tea. One of my favorite kinds is like this orange spice, like orange apple spice kind of thing. Every time I drink it, it's decaffeinated, so that's even better. But every time I drink it, my sweet tooth is totally gone. So I really like that tip and idea. So
yeah. So other than tea, something that you could have instead of maybe a milkshake at night or whenever would be a protein shake.
Yeah.
Those are so good. I mean, you have to get used to the taste of protein, obviously. I thought it was a little bit funky at first when I first started drinking it way long back, but you know, there are yummy ways to make your protein shakes.
Yeah, and protein has really evolved over the years. The flavors of protein has definitely improved. So there's so many different yummy flavors of protein out there that are natural, that are good for you, have a bunch of nutrients in them. They're packed with protein, so they'll help to satiate you and make you feel full. And also they're good for that sweet craving. So what I really like to do, and I did this for many years, every time right before I would go to sleep, I would drink my protein shake. Carmen knows this because it would just be like my nightly ritual. I would drink my protein shake. But I just like to blend my protein shake. I scoop a protein with some ice and maybe a tablespoon of peanut butter for those healthy fats, or some sort of nut butter for healthy fats. Really helped to cure my sweet tooth and made me feel full, helped with that muscle recovery over the night, which is even more beneficial. So I like to drink a protein shake when I feel a sweet craving coming on as well.
Oh yeah, and there's flavors like fudge, chocolate, vanilla, Oreo. Yeah. Like, that's pretty much like a dessert, right? Exactly. And it's so much better for you. So that's a great alternative instead of, you know, going out and having a very caloric dessert.
Yes, exactly. And if you guys tune into our YouTube channel on Tuesdays, then we have Tasty Tuesday, where we show you guys how to create really delicious treats that are healthy, packed with nutrients, and that will help to curb your sweet tooth. So those are also great ways to do that at nighttime. So one of my favorite things to do at nighttime when it's really cold outside and I don't want that cold protein shake is I really love to make a mug cake. So mug cakes are delicious and decadent, and they really help to cure my sweet tooth. So I love to do that. They're really good. Other things that we've made are...
made those little like not Reese's, they're an alternative to Reese's peanut butter cups. Peanut butter cups. Yeah, they're so yummy. They taste just as good and they they definitely cure my sweet tooth.
Yes, we even had our roommate and her fiance try the Reese's peanut butter cups, and they were totally fooled. They really enjoyed them. They were a huge hit, so I am confident that will help you guys to curb your sweet tooth craving. And really, one is all you need because they're sweet and rich, and they're very good. So we also have made cookies, things like that.
Protein balls.
Yeah.
That are just so yummy.
Yeah, they're yummy. You would never think that they are healthy, and they will definitely curb that sweet tooth. So other things that we have, do you have any other ideas?
I mean, if you're having a sweet craving during the day, you could have some of that flavorful gum, you know, like extra makes those dessert flavored gums, which may help curb your guys' sweet tooth.
They come out with some crazy flavors. I know that Extra comes out with some crazy flavors. They've come out with like apple pie and mint chocolate chip ice cream, things like that are totally outrageous.
Actually pretty tasty.
And they're actually really good, and they'll just give you something to chew on, and they do release some good flavors, so those are good. I know that Stride just came out with some weird flavored gum, like I don't know what was, like Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
So it's weird, but gum will definitely help to curb that sweet tooth if you get a craving during the day. So.
Another great option for you guys is maybe chocolate covered almonds, dark chocolate covered almonds. The fat in the almonds is a healthy fat, and then you have that little bit of sweetness, you know, with the dark chocolate that can really help you as well.
So make sure that when you are doing that kind of thing that you still portion control, but that is an awesome idea. I always tell people, like Carmen said, to do the chocolate covered almonds because they're packed with nutrients, and that little bit of chocolate will definitely help to satisfy you. So that's a good idea.
Another one would maybe be fruit, you know, instead of all that added sugar that desserts have, you know, just the natural sugar of fruit is not terrible for you, so maybe some berries.
Yeah, that is a great idea too. So some of our favorite fruits to eat to help to curb the sweet tooth are things like berries, which are a little bit lower in sugar, but they help to satisfy your sweet tooth because they do have a little bit of sugar, but they are packed with nutrients. So berries are a great idea. Things like raspberries and blueberries and blackberries, they are also packed with fiber, so they'll help to keep you full, help with the digestion. Those are really great ideas if you have a craving coming on that you can do during the day or even at nighttime. That are really great.
And sometimes maybe you're not even having a craving. Maybe you just haven't had enough water. And you know, water really fills you up. So maybe try drinking more water during the day. And then some people just eat to eat because maybe they're bored. So maybe just drink a lot of water, and that will help satisfy your hunger.
Yeah, I love that idea too. Another idea would be just a piece of dark chocolate maybe in the afternoon or at nighttime when you're having a craving, because that dark chocolate will help to curb your sweet tooth, and dark chocolate is filled with antioxidants and a lot of powerful nutrients, so you can do a little bit of dark chocolate. The thing with that is to make sure that you're portion controlling, of course, with all of the suggestions that we have, make sure that you still practice that portion control, but dark chocolate's a good idea as well.
And we're really advocates for living that healthy lifestyle, so it's not about depriving yourself of like something that's sweet. Like if you want something sweet, eat something sweet, but these are just some alternatives if you happen to have that sweet craving all the time, you know, so it's definitely just to stay healthy and focused, but you know, like we said, don't deprive yourself all the time, because I know when I deprive myself for so long, I tend to binge maybe, and I'll eat lots of sweets at one time, and then all that healthy eating just kind of goes out the window. So it's about having that healthy balance, and you know, just remembering that there are alternatives instead of just having those sweets all the time.
Yeah, Carmen's right. You don't want to fall victim to binge eating because you've deprived yourself. So really just practice a balanced lifestyle. You know, like Carmen said, if you feel like something's sweet and you haven't had sweets in a while, then have a bite and enjoy it.
Don't feel guilty about it.
Yeah, enjoy that piece of a cupcake, but just practice the portion control. Know when to stop. Don't overeat, and that, you know, that way
it'll go a long way.
It will go a long way, and that way you can practice balance and still enjoy what you really love. I think that's what's really helped me maintain a healthy lifestyle for so long, is that I enjoy things when I absolutely want them, and I don't feel guilty about it, and then you just kind of move on because you've satisfied your sweet tooth or you've satisfied that craving, and then you just go right back to the eating healthy. There's no need to binge. It's all about maintaining that balance.
The balance, definitely.
And that's really, really important. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today for Fit Tip Friday, where we showed you guys a bunch of tips that you can use to cure your sweet tooth.
Thanks so much for joining us, guys. We hope to see you on Monday for Mystery Monday. Bye!